Hello YouTubers, how are you? Metal7 Full back once again. Sorry it's been a while since I've done a video, I just haven't found very many things to talk about. Anyway, today I'm talking about a game that I'm sure most of you know, called Simon's Quest Castlevania 2, which is for the NES, the old school Nintendo. Basically I'm responding to not only one video from Angry Nintendo Nerd, but then there was someone else, I forgot the name. But basically, I'm just giving out my personal point of view about Castlevania 2. Okay, see, first off, I thought it was really good. Yeah, it was hard, it was difficult, there's a lot of dead ends, but like I've always known about a challenge is, there's always a way through or around it some way. Yeah, so I did like the fact that you had to walk through so many different towns and buy different items, and you basically had to find, what was it, 5 of Dracula's body parts scattered all around the Transylvania countryside, which I thought added on to the story pretty good. Basically, it's a sequel to the first one, when after Simon Belmont defeated Dracula, I think it was, he put a curse on him, and then the only way to get rid of the curse was for Simon to go through Transylvania to find 5 of Dracula's body parts. The basic thing is, I guess you could say, that it was a game that kind of, kind of made you think, like, what do I do and all that. But think about it like this, okay? Most Castlevania games are pretty much the same, right? Throughout all the ones we got, right? The first one, the third, the fourth, the fifth. You pretty much walk in one direction. You don't have to, go back and forth. But the basic thing is, I thought it was interesting. It was like a little experiment, like that guy said. The basic thing is, I think the items were kind of neat too. But the thing is, people thought, like, okay, why would I need some of these items? Apparently, no matter how pointless or stupid an item sounded or looked, it helped you out to get through any of those dead ends, because you were not going to get past a dead end without any of those items. The white crystal, in case you didn't actually know, elevates you in one of the mansions. The blue crystal gets you underneath the lake. And the red crystal, now that's the part of the game I thought was great, was the tornado. Alright, they did something in that Castlevania game that very few do. See, I thought that was cool. Now on to the good and bad part about it. The good part of it was, I liked the music. I thought it was an interesting story. I could really say that it had excellent features. Now, the bad part I thought it was, I didn't think the day and night transition was really that bad. I mean, it was only like 2 or 3 minutes when it would transform to day till night. Yeah, the enemies were still the same, but it was, still good. I think the basic thing about it was, it's because, you were pretty much like out there unprepared, you had nothing, and you have to go around finding all these items and talking to all these people in order to, get to Dracula. Yeah. But Simon's Quest, to me, seems to be the most interesting Castlevania game out of all the others. I mean, don't forget, we had a sequel, a prequel, then we had Dracula 5. But I would say Dracula 2, Castlevania 2, is the most greatest game made. I know the angry Nintendo nerd, you thought it sucked. It sucked. I really wouldn't say it sucked, okay? I thought it was pretty interesting to play. Yeah, I can understand that water is your worst enemy, and you're right, you're supposed to be this legendary vampire hunter. But water's your worst enemy. I never understood that either. I think another thing, what was it he didn't like? The pitfalls in the mansion. Yeah, I thought that was kind of stupid too. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I was like, what the fuck is this? What else could I say about the game? God. I mean, yeah, it took you a long time to beat it, but hell, I mean, Dracula 5, that game was terrible. I mean, yeah, it was nice, it had good scenery, but you finished the game off like that. I don't like games when you finish it off in a snap. Give us like an hour or two. I mean, I don't want to run through the game so quickly. hmm Well, anyway, as always, thank you for watching. And you know what, I always say that, but fuck it. If you're gonna respond, respond. If not, I don't give a fuck. Do what you want. Adios, YouTubers.